Hello there, people. So, as I said, I want to get back into the works of creating content because it's so much fun and I finally got my big project on the go, so be excited for that when it comes around. But for now, I want to do something fun. You know, something not that's going to take me hours and hours, and honestly, this is probably going to take hours and hours. But anyway, the thing that I thought would fit best would be a top 10 list. So this is the top 10 list of my personal favourite games. It was very tough to rank this because I love almost every game that I play, but I get hooked on it and I love the characters and then I draw stuff and then I make shitty use of it, and yeah, I'm mentally still like 15. But first, before we start the list, I want to state some rules for applying to the list. So, first rule, I must have completed a minimum of 2 levels. What's classified as a level is difficult to apply to some of these games, but here's how I run it down. Level games are easy, 2 levels completed, that counts for the list. Chapter games have to be 2 chapters completed. Games that are boss rushes or open area, 2 bosses beaten counts. So with this, a couple of games are eliminated, like No Straight Roads and Doom. I had so much fun playing them, but despite that, based on the rules, I'm not going to add them to the list. There are a few other games eliminated, but those will be brought up in the honourable mentions. Next, rule 2. 1 game per franchise. This is specifically for one franchise. You'll find out when I get to it, but I swear, it'll be worth it. Rule 3. Well, not really a rule, but this is my opinion. Some games here might be better made than others, but I still love the games the way I do. So please, no hate. I'm just trying to state my opinion and how fun I have playing these games. So with that, I think we're ready to move into the list. Let's hear my top 10 games of all time. So to start off this list, let's relax, sit back, because our first game is one of the best stress relievers to me. So yeah, this being the first game shows there's literally no criteria for this list, like at all. So Power Wash Simulator is a game where you clean different places and vehicles for different levels with an overarching story. You revisit general areas like the park, carnival and more. Plus there's a large library of DLC. The only one that I own right now is the SpongeBob DLC, which searching for the references through was really exciting. But there's other ones like Warhammer, Shrek, Wallace and Gromit, so many to choose from. I loved playing this game in the middle of the night with music blasting through my headphones, and occasionally drawing on the walls when playing multiplayer with my buddy Andrew. With all this said, why is it at number 10 on the list? 2 main reasons. The nozzles other than the red and yellow are crap. Like, I'd only use the green one when I wanted to do some large area, but every other time those novels would leave a bunch of dirt left and you could barely see, which has me like, god fucking damn it, where's the start? Been cleaning for ages, where is the... Oh, there it was. Somewhere. The second reason is, it's just power washing, which compared to other games on this list, and heck, even ones I didn't include, it's a repetitive gameplay loop, which can become boring for some people pretty easily. But overall, I know what game to play if I see another AI-generated piece of media. Damn, I made it sad at the end. Quick, on to the next one. Keep the vibes going. I was highly tempted to do 1 game per developer rule, but this one company had 4 options, which was tough to choose from. And that developer was Valve. I own 5 Valve games on PC and 2 on Xbox 360. Portal 1 and 2 were good contenders, but I had way too many rage quits. Counter-Strike Source I've played once with my friend and that's it. And Gmod was too tough to judge with the level rule. But number 9 was the most difficult to choose level-wise overall. Let me get into character for this one. Yeah, doing good lad. If you know, then you know. So TF2 was tough to judge the level rule, because it's a multiplayer game. There isn't really levels. But with the rounds I've played, I like to think it counts for the list. So I'm gonna start off with the negatives. The paid to chat thing isn't great. I get paid for voice chat, but regular chat seems more free to play. And the community you play with is a lot at times. This is why I don't play most online shooters. But anyway, on to the positives. Team Fortress 2 is a highly fun shooter with 9 classes to play as. Me personally, I main Pyro since I'm not very good at the game. But that's where man vs machine comes in. I enjoy being a big juice to my team and upgrading. But the best bits of Team Fortress 2 are definitely the characters. How they interact with each other, the animated shorts and the in-game dialogue always makes me smile. Just all of them insulting each other back and forth, you're the Englishman in a dress, all that sort of stuff. But that does help with its placement at number 9. The best the characters get are in the comics and the animated shorts, and I'm ranking games. I highly recommend reading the Team Fortress 2 comics. It's confusing but fun, and the animated shorts always get a smile out of me, but with ranking games, the best place I could put this beauty is at number 9. Number 8 is from this silly little series called Danganronpa. I know, the series fandom has had some really strange things and it's not known very well for its positivity, but I love the overall story the series puts across the main 4-ish games, even with how confusing it gets. But I loved playing them so far. I really want to play Ultra Despair Girls when I can, but only one game qualified for this list out of the main 3, and that was the jazz one. Now, I don't want to give any spoilers for this game series since I'm playing it through with my friend who's only seen the first 2 games, so I'll try and be as spoiler free as I can. Now, Danganronpa V3 is the last chronologically in the series, and tries to bring this whole story together with a new set of characters. With all of these new ultimates like Gonta, Kaito, Shuichi, Ryoma, Sumugi, Kaede, Tenko, Himiko, Mew. All of these characters have great backstories, minus one, but the best bits of Danganronpa games are the cases. Each case in this game is complex like always, and are all pretty good, minus one. But the thing with this game is the ending is pretty bad. Again, no spoilers. This is just really. This was your ending? You could have done way better, guys. Come on. One of the other best bits of the games are the executions, and the ones in this game are fine. The ones in chapters 1 and 2 are great, some of the best executions I'd say in the series, but after that it gets a bit ugh. I'd love to rank this series higher, but the others don't qualify for the list since I haven't played through them all entirely, and with the story that I know, V3 is my personal favourite, so it's not the worst, but I can't put it any higher, so this spot is where it must stay. Scarlet, I kept a spoiler free, alright? When can we play it again? I've been waiting months for this, come on, let's get through the game. So, remember how I said there was one franchise that fit that one per franchise rule specifically? It's this one. But which gaming franchise did it take me so long to decide for?
Sonic.
Ah, you.
Gotta go fast.
So, what we got? One of your platformers, racing games, mobile... Oh, that one. I cannot tell you how tough choosing my favourite Sonic game was. I love the story of heroes, the gameplay of Sonic Adventure 1, the ridiculousness of Shadow the Hedgehog 2005, So what if we combine them?
It all started when I...
Ignore that. Sonic Generations was already one of my favourite Sonic games. The levels were fun, the soundtrack was immaculate, and the only bland bit was the story. And playing Sonic was classic 50 times! But the reason I've picked Sonic X Shadow Generations, I still can't get over that title, is what Shadow Gens brings to it all. The cutscenes, the bosses, the levels, it's great! I love interacting with all the characters from Shadow's white space way more than interacting in Sonic's white space. All the talks you can have with Omega, or about Cubebop, Big, and of course Maria and Gerald are also fun to know these little bits of lore that maybe you didn't know before. Then there's the worst parts of each of them. For base generations, the missions to unlock the keys are a bit tough, at least for me. I can't go on better, please don't do it. No. And for the most part, I haven't actually finished it. I can't get by the Egg Dragoon boss for the life of me. I don't know what the Time Eater's boss fight is like anyways, so I can't judge it completely. And for Shadow Generation... And for Shadow Generations, both the Radical Highway levels were pretty bad. I was getting through most of the other levels pretty fine, but then Radical Highway, just something happened and I couldn't get by it, and I was so tempted to throw my controller across the room. But overall, it's still a fun play and I highly recommend it to anyone who's been a long time Sonic fan or is just getting into it, because you get the best of both worlds. Engage your head. Let's move on to the next one before my more cringy side shows. If you have played my number 6, I respect you. This game, I can safely say, most have not played. See, in my childhood, I had an Xbox 360 and loved playing on the Kinect. I know, the Kinect is very infamous for its bad gameplay, but the catch is to find the right games. The best ones being the ones Microsoft made for its launch, or a dance game. No. I ain't talking about you. I'm talking about your lesser known friend, Dance Central. This game is the good shit. Now, I can't really show off a lot of my own gameplay here since I have no way other than trying to set my phone up while I'm playing. Just gonna quickly say, all footage is from user Laura223. They're great at the game and hopefully this doesn't get me in trouble, but all the footage goes to her, please go check her, her link will be in the description. But trust me when I say, this game works, and in my opinion, is easily better than Just Dance. Where both games have a dancer on screen and you gotta copy their moves to progress, Dance Central has 3 qualities that place it higher than its more successful competitor. The first one being, the characters that dance on the screen speak before and after the levels, letting you feel like you're a part of their dance group.
I made this whole outfit! Time to show it off!
Beautiful people, mira! Just doing what comes next.
Each set of characters has their own assigned songs, but if you want, you can in the menu set to one specific dancer that maybe you like the most. Next, the game actually tells you what part you're getting wrong. While in Just Dance, you'd get like an X showing that you're doing it wrong, or you've been told, oh, this is only okay. Dance Central outlines the body part that you're not doing right in red. It says, hey, this is where you're getting it wrong, do this instead. And it's really helpful, especially when learning the dances for the first time. And the last bit is the challenges. As you progress, at the end of every 5 songs there will be a challenge which plays a short section from each song to see what you've learned and your memory, mixing it all into a nice mashup of each song. It's like an actual linear game instead of a simple level select like Just Dance, which to me feels more rewarding. Overall, Dance Central, another game I'd highly recommend if you can play it. Also, this guy was way too hot for his own good. Next! This game is so difficult for me to write for because it's such a masterpiece of a game and I feel so bad for placing it at the halfway point. but it must be done. This would have made more sense for the last entry. As I said, Little Nightmares is a masterpiece of a game. The stealth in the game is highly tense. Try not to be noticed by the amazingly designed enemies. The patrons of the mall are all highly uneasy and difficult to look at. God is wearing a mask, that makes it worse. Each little puzzle is well thought out, but not too difficult to figure out. Find this, pull this, avoid VI, all simple. The chases are also fun and intense to get through while all these giant monsters are chasing after you. And one cherry on top is the way Six derails through the game, seeing her get more and more evil as it goes through. But it's at number 5? Well, there's just one reason why. It got boring. The game is great, but it wasn't replayable enough. I found all the gnomes and the statues. Oh, hello little guy. I will certainly hug you. Oh no, but I struggled to keep playing afterwards. I've had enough of saying negatives. I want to single out one of the best sections in the game for a sec. The janitor section. The way he moves and the sounds he makes are genuinely unnerving. And the fact that he's blind makes you more weary of every item you might accidentally nudge. There are probably some symbolism behind each monster and creature you come across, but we've got a couple more games to go through, so maybe save it for a different time, or I don't know, maybe I'm too dumb to go through that. If you're new here, first, thank you. And second, I only have a few pretty decent videos that honestly are pretty cringy, but there are a few you can check out. If you've been here though, you knew this would be on here, and are likely happy that it is. Sardi's Maze. I have a lot of memories with this game. My second highest viewed video is just me adding voice lines to the characters. But enough of my link with the game. Let's talk about the game itself. Sardi's Maze is a challenging little game about going through a corn maze and cutting down weeds in your field with a bunch of differently behaving enemies to deal with. You've only got 2 weapons with you, your flashlight, which freezes all enemies in place while getting rid of the title character, and your axe, used to cut down weeds, and these stupid ass pumpkin crawlers, let go of my leg! The enemies on their own aren't too difficult to avoid, except Jack. Jack can go down a pit. But when a bunch gang up on you, it becomes chaotic. And it gets even worse when you go into the custom mode where there's another enemy added in called the Rattler. He too can go down a pit. I love this game's style and logic. The only reason I've kept it out of the top 3 is due to some rages I've had that's kept me off the game, which I can't say I've had with the others, but I keep it close to my heart, especially for the link I've had to it over the years. Now let me mentally prepare for the top 3 with my official Cabin Crow plush and my bootleg Zardy plush that my parents got me for some stupid reason. Hey, remember what I said back at number 9? I own 5 Valve games on PC and 2 on Xbox 360. That's 7 in total. So yeah, Portals 1 and 2, Counter-Strike Source, TF2, Gmod we already mentioned, so 2 left. Let's see. Half-Life 2 has been fun so far, but I prefer playing it through Synergy with my friends. I need a good team multiplayer game. So what's number 3?
I can tell you about the time Keith and I made fireworks. I didn't know shit about chemistry, but Keith figured gasoline burns,
this is
doesn't it?
gonna be good.
3rd-degree burn.
If I was only allowed to recommend one game from this list, I would choose this game. Left 4 Dead 2 takes what I like about Team Fortress 2, character interactions and shooting, and mashes it with one of my favourite horror tropes, zombies. And I was destined to enjoy this. Heck, when I bought the game, I didn't know what it was about. Just that I had the money and my friend Scarra was like, trust me, it will be fun. Then it sat in my library for like a year, and when we first played it, god it was beautiful. All the different infectants were greatly designed, from ones taken from the first game to the ones newer in the sequel. The campaigns are all pretty challenging, especially ones like Dark Carnival and the Parish. My personal favourite to play is No Mercy, taken from Left 4 Dead 1. Though the most fun I've had is playing Versus War with the boys. Like, we still can't get over Andrew charging Scour out of a building in Dead Center. Or whenever I get Smoker, I do my best impression. The best part though for my game time is the add-ons made by modders in the workshop. I mean, like, look! Everyone is Sonic characters! Oh, look, all the common effects are Heavy from Team Fortress 2. And it comes with his voice! Oh, hey, look, it's the guys from entry number 8. How y'all doing? Oh, hey, look, it's... Oh, what is this? Oh, I know what that is. It's a transition. This being at number 2 is an insult to all the ones before and the honorable mentions. Now, Sunday Tubbies 3 was tricky to choose what version of the game to place on the list, campaign or multiplayer, so I'm gonna cheat a bit, since when you download campaign, you get an old copy of multiplayer, so I'm counting them both. So, why do I like this game so much? Many reasons. If I start with the campaign, the story is mostly simple, but the fact you change the storyline throughout it is something expected in a very small indie horror game. The characters from the show were well implemented and the new characters taken from previous games are great additions. Then we get to multiplayer. Currently the game servers are down, thanks to mods. Me and my buddies still play it. We got like 5 out of 25 left.
Damn, where's these last ones?
Gotta keep looking, I guess. There are 5 game modes. Collect, the classic Slender gameplay. Versus, where one player plays as a beast while the others collect. Infection, kill someone as a monster, they join you. We've been unable to play this one because one person's laptop hates him for some reason. Survival, wave-based mode with a boss at the end. And Sandbox, basically just to mess around. The variety gives a lot of replayability, and with me and Andrew even making our own little game of figure out which monster is actually a player. It never bored me, and I loved it so much to voice the game. But, of course, one game was just better. But before number 1, let's have our honourable mentions. Sonic Heroes. Team interactions and swapping between members is fun as hell, but again I just thought Sonic X Shadow Generations was better. Disney Universe. This is a game I played as a kid and it was really fun, especially playing co-op, and me and my sister are, at the time of recording, very close to 100%ing this game, but I would highly recommend it because it's really fun. Mario Party 9. I love party games and this has been one of my favourite ones from the Mario Party series that I've played. I know lots of people don't like it because everyone's together, but it's honestly the best in minigames in my opinion. Spooky's Jumpscare Mansion. I have not played this yet, but I am very endeared by the premise and I will be doing a gameplay series on it, so stay tuned for that. Phasmophobia. Really fun multiplayer game with friends. It's just, I've not really had a lot of time to play it with some friends and we've not actually completed the level, so that's why it's not on the list. Undertale. This game was so close to being on the list. The soundtrack is amazing and the game with the story is oh my god. But I had to sacrifice one and unfortunately Undertale had to go. But now, on to my number 1. So, we're finally at number 1. My favourite game of all time. At least for now, because 1 and 2 are pretty interchangeable. But I feel like this game deserves number 1 more. And the funniest thing is, it's mostly like nothing else on the list. It's more similar to Dance Central if anything, due to 3 things. The need of a peripheral, it's a rhythm game, and of course, the physical movement. I love this game so much. Beat Saber is a virtual reality rhythm game where you hit blocks in time with the beat. It's so simple, but oh, it gets difficult. The game offers its own set of original songs from its multiple OST packs and its extras pack. Plus the free pack from an artist that I still can't say the name of, but don't play that pack as a new player. Even I can't play them and I'm playing expert levels. One way to improve in the game is to go for the campaign, which slowly goes through different difficulties of different songs so you can get used to the alternates, with a few extra rules, maybe like not being allowed to move so much or combos, just so that you can get through the game and learn the basics and honestly improve for it. But one of the best parts of the game is the DLC packs, where you can get songs from charting artists from many different genres. My personal favourites being the Fall Out Boy pack, the Imagine Dragons pack, Lady Gaga and Daft Punk. Playing songs you just hear on the radio or in a playlist is so fun. Sometimes I can't help but dance along, which ruins my combo, and I gotta replay. See, like Sardi's Maze, I tend to rage at this one a lot, but unlike the latter, this rage pushes me to keep playing till I get those full combos. Heck, I've 100% the achievements for this game twice. With all the variety and the fun and the genuine seeing of improvement and all the satisfaction when finally getting a full combo, honestly puts that at the top end there. So after all of this, I can safely say that right now, Beat Saber is my overall favourite game that I have ever played. Phew. Well, that was fun. I like sharing my opinion on my preferences. I was originally planning on doing favourite songs for this list, but then I thought about copyright and also that list would mostly be filled with these three idiots. Nope, down! If you'd want to see me do other lists, let me know. I'd love to make another, but of course, I had to have a little help with this one. So, thank you to Andrew for his voice and the Little Nightmares gameplay. And my friend Scarrow for helping me overall with some other things. They both helped me a lot with this stuff. So with that, I hope you all have a good day, and I bid you farewell.